Lovely. Welcome back to Vintage Story Season 2, Episode 28 with me, Sid. And if you are watching this on the day of release, Merry Christmas. If you're watching it on any other day, Merry whatever day it is. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, Merry 25th of December, Monday. So, yeah, I hope everybody is having a great Christmas. Much festive cheer and much to be eaten by everybody. So, last episode we weathered a storm, and the weather is starting, not that you can tell, but it is starting to heat up. And I am now facing the question, do I take the plunge and plant some of the more hardy seeds, such as these three, which can go, that one is the hardiest. Those two can go down to -10. Then we're into the -5s. Now, in terms of top end temperature, not so hardy, but I don't think we're going to see those temperatures. So that is an N, that is a K, that is a P. Of course they're all different. Why would they not be different? So there's a big question. Do I plant some of my more hardy crops? And these guys I need a different kind of setup for, because you can plant them on tilled soil. Obviously, you have to plant the seeds on tilled soil, but tilled soil. But of course, trust me, I'm not recording this on Christmas Day, and I'm not full of festive cheer. Honest. Now, the other thing, obviously, I do want this defrost to happen, because the sooner the defrost happens, the sooner we can actually head out and start getting on with some exploration. Now, I mean, we could do some exploration now, it's just that I don't like exploring in the winter. It's unpleasant. I'm kind of a warm temperatures kind of person rather than a cold temperatures kind of person. Let's just put it that way, shall we? But I think this is thawing back. Well, it shouldn't be thawing back now because it's 1.5 degrees. And it is getting cold again. Down there we still have our little lure for foxy loxies and wolves if they head this way. What I could do within the middle of here is a lure for bunnies, and that just needs to be some crop that they can go, oh, I want to eat that, and go running in there. So that's probably something we need to consider as well. But is this thawing significantly? It looks to me like we're seeing a relatively significant thaw happening, because these dots are kind of symbolic of that. All of these little bits of snow which are thawing away. However, it is coming up into the evening time and we are going to be getting cold again. So I am going to probably make myself a batch of bread. The one thing I wish you could make in this is sandwiches. I miss Terra Firmacraft and its sandwiches. But I'm going to stay up through the evening. Keep feeding Jenny here. Now, I have been advised that I need a bigger stable for Jenny. And I will do that. This is temporary. This was an add-on. I didn't anticipate getting a donkey. So that will happen. However, I'm going to get some bread ground down. We'll make that thing. I'm going to check what the temperature drops down to, what its lowest point is throughout the night, and that will allow me to make a decision on what to do regarding the crops. Do I sow or do I go now? If I sow, there will be trouble. If I don't, there will be double. No, stop it. So yeah, that is the plan. Start off with a little bit of baking, and I'll be back later on. All right. It's not getting below -10. I mean, it's cold, don't get me wrong. It's -7.8, 7.5, so it's kind of fluctuating around there. But I am going to take a chance on these 3 crops to get a head start and get some croppage growing of this variety, because it has 9 stages, so kind of just makes sense to me to get all of these. I'll leave the other section in, but that is all of the N nutrient seeds. And then we're going to go and just things, and we'll rotate the nutrients around basically just to keep these going. Waste not, want not. I know it's only 1 piece of grass, but you know, might as well have it. And there's five, 6, 7, 8. Oops, I'm doing the parts. Okay, this is not the peas. This is the K's, I think. So that's the peas. The new carrots are the K. Okay, I'll get there eventually. It's difficult reading, you know. And then we'll pop the K's in this field, and we'll have the weeds just to make sure we get maximum benefit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carrots, and we shall leave those growing, and hopefully we shouldn't see temperatures lower than -10. Now we're definitely seeing temperatures lower than -5 currently, so can't go on those yet, but you know, that's a step in the right direction of agriculture, isn't it? And we'll just put these seeds away, and we'll thing. So yeah, these are -5s on the turnips. They are also nutrient N, same as those. So that will be the next batch of things, probably just a field's worth. That is peas. We'll do those as K's, and then I think the rest of these are all. That's a -5. That's a -5. So yeah, there's options there. That's, I think, is the take-home message right now. So, question is, what am I going to do while I wait for this? Now, I have never successfully progressed into the Iron Age in a single-player version of Vintage Story, and right now I'm not progressing into the Iron Age in this version of Vintage Story because I don't actually have the relevant tools. Hook, lamellay, ho, axe, Pro Pick. That's the one we want. While we're at it, we'll also have a pickaxe, because if I'm going to put the thing on, I may as well, the smeltery on, I may as well do this properly, and the mould. So the figure was 55. To 5, wasn't it? And that will make me 3 ingots of an optimal 3 ingots of copper of tin. Let's start you off with that, and we will cook Did I just set fire to myself? I think I did. That's embarrassing. So yeah, just wait on this, and then I'm going to need well, it's going to have to be charcoal because I don't have anything else right now, and I am going to have to be aware of that. Brown coal won't hack it. Black coal would. I haven't got any, but black coal would. But the Pro Pick, I really do need to learn how to use that. And again, I wouldn't say I'm an expert in terra firma craft prospecting. I probably have more experience than some, but I'm still, wouldn't say I'm an expert. Vintage story prospecting, entirely different matter. I have absolutely no clue when it comes to vintage story prospecting. So this is most definitely going to be a learning curve, and it's one that I've to date not successfully managed to figure out. So yeah, but before we can do anything, we're going to need a prospecting pick. So let's get that underway and a new pickaxe while we're at it, and I shall be back in a short while. Alright, they're fired. Now, I made this the other day specifically to test the thing. And that thing was, let me just pop you on there, is the use of a watering can on ingot moulds. It's vanilla. Well, at least it's vanilla enough within the mods range of mods that I'm running. Well, colour me surprised. But that's handy. It means we can push this a little bit faster and a little bit quicker. That's really useful to know. I think if there's any one complaint about Vintage Story, is that the help is often not as good as it potentially could be for, say, other mods. And I think partially, I mean, let's face facts, the well-known voxel mod of a similar look and feel has got probably more content and tutorials on it than some mainstream software products that are used in the industry around the world. So yeah, I don't think that is a particular surprise. And we'll pop you on there. There's my prospector's pick, and we'll pop you on there as well. There's a spare pick, and yeah, I'm not actually currently carrying on a carry-on thing, so that's fine. That doesn't matter anyway. Hey, do you want any more food, or have you still got some? Have some more. There you go. Now, the obedience, I do notice, goes down, and I don't know whether the changes that have been suggested for the pen will make a difference, but we'll get that. It'll be outside the walls. It's not going to be inside the walls. But I'm tempted to build a donkey sanctuary. Yeah, let's have a look. So you see, if we go in here and we go guides and we look at prospecting, smelting, prospecting. Density search mode, break 3 rocks in close proximity to sample the area for ores. The sample blocks must be located a minimum of 3 blocks apart and a maximum of 16 blocks apart. You can sample anywhere as long as you break rock. Outcropping or dig through the break one, move 3 blocks, do this again. Once your samples are complete, the chat info will show you a reading of all prospectable resources in this location. Resources shown as all densities. A low density resource means you probably want to move on and keep prospecting. You'll find medium to high in a location. It also means you're near the edge of a deposit, so look around to see if you can find a stronger. Even a high density reading is no certainty, although it must be nearby. It's up to you then how you locate it. Veins underground which are prospecting, so ultra high cassiterite, very poor chromite, minuscule interpretation. Cassiterite is only found in small quantities. This area contains about 0.3 per mile, which is roughly 3 out of 1,000. Blah blah blah. But the reading is poor because the areas can be found with much higher quantities. In node search mode, if the server settings allow it, node search this will probe at a much smaller radius, 2 to 8 block configurable, and it will find something. It will guarantee an ore vein within the vicinity. You see, that really isn't that helpful. At least I don't think it is. But, well, let's just go and put this to the test, shall we? Because I can't really do much out of, again, still waiting for defrostings, so while we're waiting for defrostings, we might as well go and have a look and see what, if anything, we can find out in the world to keep ourselves occupied. Because sure as, you know, night follows day, there will be another winter, and if I can do mining and ore prospecting more. See, there you go, we've got a nice little cave. He says a nice little cave. And I am wearing some armour. It's not a great deal, but it is some. This will change. This will change next year, because I will hopefully have some things. So let me grab my pro pick and let me do you, and then let me do you, and then let me do you. So there is magnetite, but it's very poor, and but it doesn't really help me a great deal. So there are better, oops, hello, better prospects. Now the question is, and I've never tried this, are we better to just stumble around wildly in the dark? We've got quartz, that's fine. And there's our first drifter. Okay, drifter. Come on then. Yeah, you're kind of getting bored. And I'm never certain what the best solution is. Hello. I think he knows how to get to me. He seemed very determined anyway. Well, nothing's coming from behind then. Yeah, I'm not that well armoured that I feel quite comfortable. But I don't think they can get to me that way. That's a gear down there. Oh, stop it. You're just being annoying now. Come on then. Oh, this is annoying because I want to go and do something. I want you to come over. Oh man. You see, with this armour, I'm not really properly equipped for this kind of work. Or at least I don't feel I am anyway. I'm sure many others have done this, you know, probably practically in their birthday suit. But forgive me if I like to be... Whoop, hello. You were stealthy. Where did you come from? I think I do need to concentrate on armour a little bit, even if it's just leather at this stage. Yeah. This is the point where we discover that discretion is in fact the better part of valour. And take the same route as brave Sir Robin. But it has to be said, I really am not a big fan of the prospecting mechanisms used in this. I'll give it a chance. You know, if I can get myself a little bit more used to this, then perhaps, you know, we can benefit. And I'll probably go and have a look and see if I can find any useful guidance on this. And I know where there's meteoric iron. But I can't mine that with the picks I've got, unless I break it down in the hoof or so in the by making it drop. So anyway, let me stick my pro pick away for now. I don't think that's going to be a major factor in my life. We'll pop you on there as well. So I still need to keep something going because it's still pretty poor weather-wise. And it's decision time what to do next. Let me have a think about it. I'll be back in a moment. All right. I have added a prospecting mod to the pack. It's just a HUD, and what it does is it highlights the blocks that you've prospected in and gives you details. Now that was the one I did, and I just went and redid it, and very poor means there's not much chance of finding any of those down there, and there's, you know, it's just not good. Now I've been watching Shino's video on prospecting and using the prospecting pick, and we are going to try and follow the advice from that a little bit. I want to find some iron. So we are heading over this way to a position I have marked, which is at 800 by 40. Now why 800 by 40? Well, the advice is to find a chunk which is directly divisible by 40. So 800 is divisible by 40, and of course 40 is divisible by 40. I just got to... Did I not mark? Oh, damn it. Okay. It's about there. Just put a star there and call it temp and save. That'll do me. Right. So that's what we're heading for. And that should get us a chunk which is divisible by 40. I'll be honest, it's not explained why divisible by 40. You know, there's no particularly good reason that I can see. It's just a figure that has been arrived at. Now, this is sandstone at this layer, so it's not a brilliant layer, but and I've got a small black and white cat who makes a better door than a window, because he's sat right in front of my screen and he is going to have to move. Say hi. There you go. I told him, I did give him fair warning that he had to behave if he was going to sit there, because, you know, we have important things to do. So we're going to dig down a wee bit. I'll take a chance on the fall. We've got granite, which is excellent. And let's go this way. Oh, all right. Let's double up, and then we'll go, because I want to stand on the do my normal Minecraft functionality, which is stand on the junction, and then we'll go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go that way. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and head that way. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they should all be things. So I need to be in density mode search, and we are going to do that. 2 more samples. That. 1 more sample. That. So still not brilliant. So now the advice then given is cut your losses. Grab myself a little bit more scaffolding dirt, because I'm going to need it, and we're going to head 200 blocks that way to 1,000, and we'll try again. Yeah, we may not find anything this episode. This is, you know, but what I want is decent or above, I think, was the advice given. So I don't know why I'm doing this. I could have just brought this with me. Anyway, we'll clear the map. We'll go out of, so that was 800, so we want to go to oh, hang on, that's this way. Okay. 1,000 by 40. Well, that doesn't bode well, because that's about there. Let's go 600 by 40 then. 600 by 40. I don't suppose it really matters if I pin this on the exact spot, but we will do. That way we're guaranteed to, we'll go ahead that way. Right. Oh wow, and there was a hole there. I could have probably just jumped down that. So yeah, this prospecting thing is probably going to take some time and a little bit of getting used to, but with this mod, just to mark what we've prospected, and I also want to remove you, delete, then life should be at least a little bit better. 600 will divide by 40, of course it will, because it's a multiple of 200, isn't it? Yeah. And if I can find some iron, then we can potentially start looking at moving a little bit into the Iron Age off my own back. I also am going to need to go and dig some fire clay, because we're going to need fire clay bricks to do iron, because I'm going to need a bloomery, I think. Yeah, just a great many things really. But let's go over to here, 600 by 40. Oops, hello. This one. Is this block any good? I don't know. But you know what? We will find out. Did I bring a spare pick? I didn't. 39. Okay, we might have enough durability on this. If not, I'm going to have to go back and get them pick, which is going to be a bit of a pain, but there you go. Right, let's try this way. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. and sample there, sample there, and sample there. Boom. Still not good. Right, I better go and get myself another pick and stuff and things, and maybe, just maybe, I should think about getting myself some blocking blocks as well. Okay. Right, well, we've got that. I can work another number and we'll see what we get, but I'm going to head back and get a pick before I get into trouble, you know, with not having a pick. And I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I came from there to about here. This is very, very mountainous, so I couldn't get there, so I moved myself to the next point, which is minus 200, and it'll be 40 once we've, you know, positioned ourselves. But look, we found the unfortunate remains of a traveller who had a corroded helmet, some merchant bracelets, gears, bones and rot. Yeah, that'll do. I'm not going to worry about the rib cage. I've got more bones than I know what to do with anyway. I am a little bit cautious because I have been hearing the puppies around the place, and I am a long way from home. But I think, wow, I think my target is over there somewhere. I have to say, I have not been very disappointed with the results of my prospecting so far. I've not really found much of anything. But my plan is to actually try just teleport back. I've got my thingy. I've got some more temporal gear so I can make more thingies. Although I would like an iron thingy, because an iron thingy has got much more durability than a bronze thingy. Right, we're at 200. And too far. Beat the bush with a bread roll. That's always the best way to find you where you want to be. 39, 40. I don't know what the stone... Oh, hello. I'm not entirely sure what the stone type is here. Peridite. Not entirely sure what you find in peridite, but yeah, you can have a look, and if you have a look for nugget and look for, say, limonite nuggets, it's obtained by breaking iron ore bits in chert, shale, basalt. So that's your limonite. If we wanted ilmenite, I don't know, I want ilmenite. What I want is something like magnetite, which is in andesite, chalk, conglomerate, or sedimentary actually, claystone, magnetite is in that, andesite. Yeah, okay. So what's my last option there? Malachite, hematite, in granite, sandstone, peridite. This basically. Let's do this. Jump down a little bit. Let's see what, if any, we can do. Now, the other thing that was suggested was actually taking your first reading from the middle of the block we're in. So we shall do that. Well, we'll do it there. 1, 2. Damn you. 3. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is infuriating. And I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. So from there we could go this way. That's 40, so that's going to be 160, isn't it? All I'm doing is that just to put a temporary marker in. And we delete that one. And then we'll head that way. It is looking a bit desperate on the food as well now, though, because I'm down to my last few bread rolls. So I think we'll do one more sample, and if we're still chalking up big fat zeros, I will have to reevaluate, I think, because this is not thawing. This is doing the opposite at the moment, and I was really hoping to be only an episode or two away from actually doing some exploration. And this is actually new terrain as well, to a degree. So over there. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? What? Where did he go? Whew. I knew there was a wolf around here somewhere. He just happened to be practically on top of the marker that I'd set. Pah! Don't mess with me. That is what I think of you, Mr. Wolf. I don't know which way your mate went, but... Right, so I wanted 160 by 200. That should be about right. Okay, well, I think after this I'm going to probably teleport back anyway. I'm getting to the point where this is getting annoying. Yeah, let's just do that and take you out. And then we'll go that way. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and sample. And then we'll go this way. 3, 4, and sample. So either I am just being very unlucky. I mean, there's stuff, but none of it's actually really any good. As you can see there, that was 3 tracers, that was 3 tracers, that was 2 tracers, so we're actually getting worse. That is very poor. That was poor, but it's still too low. That was poor. That was very poor. That was very poor. That was very poor. Yeah, I think we are going to have to consider our location because it's a bit boo. However, boing. We're home. We're alive. We totally wrecked that wolf's life. And yeah, what more can we say? It will think twice before messing with us again. A little bit of that there, bit of stone away up there, and some bits and pieces which I should have some resin, merchant's bracelets, that helmet, some rot, and realistically a very small amount of bronze. Yeah, not much to show for your effort, is it? However, it is still getting warmer. It's the 8th of March. We have tried our luck at prospecting and failed. However, look at this. I think we've actually got the Thoron here. Thoron the Dark Lord. So maybe we can actually go out and try a bit things. I'm going to have to practice this prospector info, default, show overlay. Not sure what that's doing. I mean, that's not heat map. Nope, no idea. Turn that off, turn that on. Okay, so that's just prospector info stuff. Okay, well, useful stuff to know. We are learning, but the Thor is here. We have green pastures. It's taken a while to get here, but yeah, that is definitely, I mean, it's a fairly dull screenshot, don't get me wrong, but it's a screenshot. It's showing us what we've got, and yeah, we'll see what we do next episode. I need to learn more about this prospecting, but it's definitely not as easy as hello. It's not as easy as terra firma craft. That's for certain. And we're going to need it if we're going to do iron. That's another certainty. So yeah, that's. It doesn't want to thaw those, damn you. I'm sure they'll thaw out on their own eventually. Well, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now. Oh, and of course, I've just remembered, before I go, Merry Christmas. Yeah, this is the Christmas episode, isn't it? You can tell it's been a couple of days of recording on this one. Yep, see you soon. Bye.